If you have cheese, milk and tapioca starch, you can make these delicious little cheese balls. They're crispy on the outside, soft and gooey on the inside. They're completely gluten-free and very easy to make, and I'm going to show you exactly how to make them.
The very first thing you need to do for this recipe is turn your oven on and preheat it at 200 degrees Celsius. Next, take a glass bowl and put 250 grams of tapioca starch in this bowl. Now you can set the bowl aside and take a small saucepan, and in this saucepan put 60 milliliters of water, 120 milliliters of milk and 45 grams of neutral vegetable oil. I'm using sunflower oil here. If you don't want to use seed oil, you can also melt 45 grams of butter and pour it in to the milk and water. Next, add 3 grams of salt and bring this to the boil. I'm just going to use a spatula to mix it a little bit, but you don't need to overdo it. Just keep an eye on it, because it's going to go quite fast. So once this is boiling, turn it off, grab the bowl of starch and pour the boiling mixture onto the starch, just like this. And now give this a quick mix. And now add 1 egg to this. Give it a little bit of a mix. Then sprinkle it with some pepper and add 120 grams of grated cheese. Now, because I live in Switzerland, I use Gruyère cheese, of course. But if you do not live in Switzerland, you can use any hard cheese as long as it's quite salty. So you can use mature cheddar, for instance. If you are in the UK, it works very well. Just make sure that it is quite salty. Otherwise, your little cheese balls will be pretty tasteless. And we don't want this, do we? So now give this a little bit of a mix with the spatula first. And then you will see it starts coming together. And I highly recommend that you grab a hand mixer, you put the kneading hooks to the hand mixer, and you really thoroughly mix it with the hand mixer. And there you go, it's ready to go. Now grab a baking tray and line it with a piece of non-stick baking paper. And here's really the trickiest part of the recipe. You are going to have to make little balls, really, and place them on the baking tray. Now, as you can see, the dough is fairly runny and a bit sticky. Now, one option is to use little silicone molds and place a little bit of dough in them. But I personally scoop a little bit of the dough like this, and then I use a spoon to sort of scrape the dough off the spatula, and then I bring it a little bit together just like this, so it sort of forms a little thick pancake in a way. Now, it's a little bit messy. If you find a better way of doing this, please let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. But it does the trick. They taste just as nice. Okay, there you go. In all honesty, this time I made a bit of a mess of this. Look at this. I've got dough all over my fingers and it's getting to me. And I think, oh my goodness, this is far from perfect. But it will do. We're going to stick them in the oven for 20 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. And hopefully, even though they don't look amazing, they will taste amazing. So after 20 minutes, here they are. Look at this. All beautiful. They've sort of puffed up beautifully. And even though they were messy when I put them on the non-stick baking paper, they actually look really nice right now, don't they? So now all you've got to do is let them cool down completely, and then it will be tasting time. I can't wait. Okay, so now it's tasting time. Look at this. I've got this lovely plate of these cheese balls. Look at how nice they are. They're kind of crunchy on the outside. When you open them up, they're kind of like really gooey and really nice. And honestly, I could just binge on these. They're so nice. It's a mix between a cheese ball and a cheese bread. I can't quite explain. It's so nice. It's crispy on the outside, slightly chewy on the inside. It's just so delicious. I'm speaking with my mouth full. That's really rude, isn't it? The tip for success with this is really make sure you use a hard, salty cheese, okay? If you use cheese that's too bland, it's not going to taste so good. But honestly, these are super easy to make. They're just a little bit messy to put on the non-stick baking paper, but as you see, they come together super well. They rise, so don't worry about what they look like when you put them on the baking tray. Just make little balls, doesn't matter if they're messy, and then bake them and they will be ready and delicious. Now, if there's any other recipe you want me to make for you, anything you want to learn how to make gluten-free, please let me know in the comments below this video. That would be awesome. I'll make a video for you. And if you enjoyed this video, then YouTube thinks that you'll enjoy this one next. Thanks so much for watching. Bye for now.